Hi, I'm Austin Taylor. This year, there are many fresh faces here at Tyrone. One of these fresh faces happens to belong to Miss Grugan, our new Spanish, history, and psychology teacher. We had a chance to speak with her about her new job and her life in general.
I went to college in Middlebury College in Vermont, and I studied political science and I minored in Spanish. I think I always knew I wanted to be a teacher. I toyed around with some other ideas in college, but I'm the oldest of 5, and when my siblings were little, and I was like 5, 6, 7 years old, I would make them line up and I'd have my lesson plan for them and I'd teach them. So I think it's always sort of been there. I taught 1 year in Guatemala, which is in Central America, and I taught elementary school English. My students spoke Spanish as their first language. I taught in 3 years in the Middle East, in Palestine, which is in the West Bank of Israel. I taught at a high school there. I taught English literature. And then I taught 1 year in Pittsburgh last year. And I was actually a full year student teacher there because I was getting my master's degree. And I taught U.S. history, high school. I really like it. I grew up in Huntingdon and Alexandria. So being here in Tyrone is sort of like a bit of a coming home for me after being abroad for a while. And I'm pleasantly surprised. I'm really enjoying it. It seems like a great community. People are super supportive. I've enjoyed going to football games on Friday nights, getting to know people, trying to be a part of the community. So it's a coming home, but it's also new for me. I wanted to teach in Pennsylvania. I have younger siblings. My youngest sibling is 12 years old, and I kind of wanted to be nearer to him after being away for a long time. So I knew I wanted to be sort of in the area, and I wanted to teach rurally. Last year I taught in the city, and I felt like cities can be really fun, but at the end of the day I'm not a city person, so I wanted to be back in the country. And then I saw that Tyrone had both Spanish and social studies positions that they were looking for, and those are the 2 things that I'm certified to teach, so it sort of seemed like something was maybe meant to be there. I don't know much about the other halls, but my hall seems to be a pretty great hall. Mr. McNitt is right across from me, and he's my mentor teacher. The school sort of designates him as my mentor, but I think I would have probably sought him out anyways. He seems very level-headed, very present, super positive. He only says positive things. You ask him about a difficult situation and he's got a positive twist on it. So during the course of the day, when you're first time teaching somewhere, you definitely want somebody who's going to tell you positive stuff rather than roll their eyes and give you something negative. But really the truth is the whole hall seems to be really positive, so I'm happy with where I'm playing. I do have a few outside interests when I find a moment. I like cooking, mostly because I also like eating. My mom has a house in the woods in Alexandria with a really big pond, and my favorite thing to do, especially in the summer, but really I'll stretch it out through the fall if I can, is to sit on the dock out on the pond and read a book, and then when I get hot, jump into the water and then get back out and read a book again, and I'll spend hours there if I can. I like hiking. Yeah, I like being outdoors. I'd love to be involved in school play, musical, theater kind of stuff. I'd also love to be involved in anything related to language or travel, so maybe Spanish or Arabic, because I speak and studied Arabic, so maybe something like that. My advice for my students would be, and it's advice that I try to take for myself as well, it's definitely an ongoing project, figure out the person you want to be, not the kind of job you want to have, but who do you want to be when you pass away or when you move to a new place. How do you want the people that you left behind to remember you? And then whatever that image of that person is, even if you're really far from being that person now, start to work each day towards becoming that person.